Today we are going to talk about scale drawings. So excuse me while I scroll. But 7.2b is all about scale drawings, and what scales are really setting up proportions. So here's a little about scale drawings. All lengths are going to be proportional. A scale is a ratio or a fraction. But here's the big one. Different units can be used in the ratio. For example, 1 inch to 200 miles. And you're going to see examples. We have 3 of them here today. And we're going to take our time going through each one of these examples. So example 1, the diagram shows a scale drawing of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. If the distance between the towers in the diagram is 6.4 centimeters, what is the actual distance between towers in meters? So you can see I have a scale right here. It is 1 centimeter to 200 meters. So that is our first most important thing, is we have to actually look at it and set it up 1 centimeter to 200 meters. So each centimeter we got 200 meters. Now, the distance between the towers in the diagram is 6.4. So I'm going to modify this. I'm going to put in 6.4 centimeters. And we need to set up a proportion that follows the same ratio. So we have centimeters over meters. So meters are unknown. But we do have 6.4 centimeters. So we're going to be able to judge between the distance and change this from centimeters into meters. So let's do that. I am going to use cross multiplication. I have, in this situation, 1x should be equal to, it looks like 6.4 times 200 is going to equal 1,280 meters. Well, the nice thing about this is already 1x. So our translation from 6.4 centimeters to meters, according to this 1 centimeter to 200 meters, is going to be 1,280 meters. Again, feel free to pause at any time, go back, watch this. We're going to go on to the next example though. Again, we're just using these scales that are given to us. So, example 2. The scale of this map is 2 inches to 300 miles. So I'm going to immediately write that down. 2 inches to 300 miles. And if you wanted to, you can actually reduce this, but I'm going to leave it as is. The distance from Denver to Dallas on the map is 5.25 inches. How many miles is it from Denver to Dallas? So if I set this up correctly, I am going to have 5.25 inches on top divided by an unknown amount of miles, or x miles. And again, we're going to deal with the same exact thing. I'm going to set this up and I'm going to use cross multiplication. I'm not doing anything magical, but I do end up with this. This is 2x is equal to 1,575 miles. And now I need to divide it by 2. And I'll get a decimal, and that's okay. X should be equal to 787.5 miles. So according to this Google map drawing, it is 787.5 miles from Dallas to Denver. If that's true, that's awesome. If it's not, it's just math class. Okay. Again, feel free to pause, go back, rewatch it if you need to set it up and see it again. Example 3, we have a Lego Eiffel Tower set, and it has a scale of 2.5 to 750. Now, I'm going to assume that this 2.5 could be inches. The 750 is going to probably be meters. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to leave it as is. So I have 2.5 to 750. It says model to actual. So actuals in meters, right? Meters, okay. And it could be, they both could be meters. The scale model is pretty large. All over, the actual Eiffel Tower is 324 meters itself. So maybe we'll leave this one unknown. So how tall is the model in meters? Oh yeah, it's still meters. Okay, very good. Well, this looks like to me, again, another cross multiplication problem. So I'm going to cross multiply the 2.5 and the 324. I'm going to cross multiply the 750 and the x. I'm really not doing anything special. You guys are getting pretty darn good at this, so let's keep on keeping on. And 2.5 times 324 is going to equal 810. 810. So I'm going to divide both sides by 750, and that's okay if it gets us a decimal. It's not the end of the world. So I want to know, how tall is this model? Let's see. X is going to be equal to 1.08 meters. Now, if we wanted to change it to centimeters, the wonderful thing about meters and centimeters is it's really just 2 decimal places, so it's going to be 108 centimeters if you really wanted to. But it asks for this in meters. So this Lego model is actually 1.08 meters tall. That's a little bit bigger than 3.3 feet. Pretty neat, pretty neat, pretty neat. If you guys have any more questions about setting up scale drawings, please come and visit one of us in the math department. But I hope you guys have a great day.